Hey guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. So, I don't know if you saw, but I did this 13-part short today. I love it. I love it a lot. I think maybe there's too much music in it. I get it, but I really like it. I think he did great. I think he did great with this guy. It's about Judge Fleischer. I think he did a good job. So, I wanted to make a short about it, but it was too long. So, YouTube said starting October 15th, we can make 3-minute shorts. That's a lie. Every time I try to make a 3-minute short, it's a video. A 2-minute short, it's a video. A 1 minute, 1 second short, it's a video. So I split it up to 13 parts while I was working. So I got the parts mixed up. It doesn't matter. It's fine. But what I'm really confused about is I think I'm trying to figure out how this happens. This would drive me insane if I did this myself. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can show you this. Uh, it doesn't make any sense. Oh, there's our lives. That's why. All right, it changed since I last. Since of course it changed because I was about to show you something. Um, I don't know why. Okay, all right. I don't get it. I don't understand. If you can see this, you should be able to see it. Oh no, you can't see it. All right, I don't understand. Over here are the views, right? All right. I can understand part 13 only being 25 people. That I get, right? But people have watched part one, two, three. All right. It only went down a little bit. But when they got to part seven, everybody was like, nah, screw this one. We're not watching it. Nobody is watching part seven. They refuse. And that wouldn't that drive you crazy to go to part 6 and then to part 8? So I thought, "Oh my gosh, I must have made an error." Part C if you can see right here, part 7 is the only one with this little white thing right there, okay? Because how to do that? Because it messed up, right? So I thought, "Oh, I made an error in linking it." So I look, I there's the description, there's the link, right? And look, see the white thing? It's linked fine. People are just watching a 13-part short and saying, "Screw you, part 7 or part 8, we're not watching you." I don't know, I don't think I could do that. That's like reading a book and then just skipping chapter 4. Yeah, screw chap okay, okay. Fergie the Duchess, the album or the CD or whatever. Alright, we never played sorry, they're we never played song 4 in the CD. Song 4 on the CD, we never played because my children were little and, the name of the song for that is "Oh shit," and that's all they say throughout the song, "Oh shit." So, I can understand skipping a song on an album because of something like that. Barely. I listened to it. I know all the words, but my children weren't allowed to listen to it. I can understand fast forwarding through a movie, maybe. Maybe. I can't think of a good excuse why I would right now. I can understand fast forwarding through a court case because sometimes it gets boring. That I get. But I cannot see watching 13 parts of something and skipping part 8. Thank you, Tammy. Fozzie said, yeah, like, but I don't, I don't think that's like an OCD or a thing or anything. I think that's like normal that you wouldn't skip one. but YouTube is crazy. People are crazy, I'm telling you. You should see some of the things I see on here and some of the comments that I get. Holy crap. All right. I'm pretty sure we're on this one. She looks so good. So we're at part 2. This clip's an hour long. I don't think there's a horse in this one because they get surprised by the horse later. So there's no there is a jackass in this one though, but sorry, Mr. Brooks.
We're back. Your next witness, Ms. Thomas.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll call Ms. Walker.
Ms. Walker, come on up to our witness stand. It's Erica Walker.
Yeah, go ahead. Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah, that's right.
Make it up that step.
Can't remember.
And we meet Mom.
Your Honor,
Yes.
an issue was just brought to my attention. Perhaps you need a brief sidebar.
Are you sure about that, Mr. McFarland? It's nothing you can't
Well-
tell on the record?
I think it's an ICWA issue, Your Honor.
Well, for my notes, we've had a denial in the petition, some kind of inquiry during the prelim in front of Judge Costello, but at our last pretrial, both parents definitively denied any Native American heritage. So if there are any indications of Native American heritage, I would encourage you to write them down and submit them in writing, because so far it's been confusing either way, and I'm beginning to worry that it's a side issue rather than allowing us to look at the issues that are in the petition.
That's Mr. Brooks' client, so I'll let him deal with that then, Your Honor.
Very good. Mr. Brooks, I'll trust you to investigate that and pass along any need for further inquiry into Native American heritage.
Thank the court for the opportunity and Mr. McFarland for raising it.
Yay, Bozzy.
Right, Ms. Walker has been sworn. You may proceed, Ms. Thomas.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay, Ms. Walker. You are the mother of Melanie Walker.
Naming law.
Is it Hollis?
Yes.
Okay.
Volunteer.
I think we have that wrong on our documents. Judge, may I just inquire if the court has an order correcting that information? I believe I sent one in.
I think there is one on, yes. There's no correcting identifying information entered July 2nd.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. And can you just confirm her date of birth?
12/31/2021.
21?
Yeah, 2021.
Okay, so it's not 2022?
No, it's 2021.
Okay.
It'll be 3 this year.
Okay, so I asked to confirm. Thank you. And Your Honor, that's correct on the order of identifying information.
There's an order correcting identifying information, name change from Melanie Walker to Melanie Hollis for the birth record. Let me go to it specifically to see if there's any additional information. Date of birth 12/31/22 is indicated on the order correcting identifying information.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's also 2021 at the bottom.
Okay. So I'm looking at this to make sure we have it all correct. Okay.
So which is it, Your Honor?
2021.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Okay. And as we've established, Mr. Hollis is the child's legal father.
Yes.
Correct? Do you guys have any other children together?
No,
And from your report, how long have you guys been in a relationship?
about 8 years.
Okay. And is it, again, so that we have to look at the time this petition was filed, which was in June of 2024, okay? At that point in time, where were you living?
I was living in Morenci.
Okay. So still this county of Lenawee.
Mhm.
Sorry, was that a yes?
Yes, sorry.
Okay, that's all right. It's just really hard to transcribe that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. Do you recall? So I'm going to take you back to April again, to kind of do the same thing we did with Mr. House, okay? So on April 15th of 2024, on or about that date, do you recall receiving a call from CPS or CPS trying to contact you about allegations that CPS received indicating there might have been like a physical altercation between you and Mr. Hollis and Melanie being present?
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that date? What actually happened?
Well, nothing that they said that happened, but they said that Melanie was involved in one of our fights and she got shoved, and that's why they were there, or that's why they were trying to contact me or whatever. And I said that did not happen because it didn't. And they said that they needed to meet with me. I told them.
Excuse me, ma'am, but could you speak up a little louder, please?
They said that they needed to meet with me and they needed to see Melanie. And I said, that's fine. I told them I was at the shelter. And that's when they, I told them I'd get back with them to set up something. And that's it. And then and they were trying to meet me and I tried to meet them and that was it. And we never met up. We never met up or nothing because they never got back to me. So I just kind of, okay, well, I guess they don't wanna meet me now or something. They just never got back to me. So I just didn't think anything was gonna happen. I didn't think anything. I was like, well, I'll just let it go and see if they contact me, you know?
Okay.
And they never did.
Do you recall maybe on or about April 18th, so a couple of days after that complaint was received, telling a CPS worker you wouldn't meet unless you talked with an attorney first?
Right.
I'm not
Okay.
doing lives.
And were you ever able to talk with an attorney?
I talked to an attorney and they told me that they would provide legal advocate for me to talk to if I wanted to CPS or whatever. And I said, okay. And then I told him a time and then that time didn't work for her. So then I said that I could meet her somewhere because
May I ask who the her is she's referring to?
Her name.
The worker you mean?
What's
You mean
Brittany
worker.
Hill,
Thank you.
Brittany Hill, whatever. Yes, the CPS.
Okay, let me just help. The individual that you spoke with, is she in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Okay, and is she seated
Yes.
to my left? This is Miss Brittany Kelly.
Oh, Kelly's. I always say Hill. No.
So I kind of want to rewind. You said that you were at a shelter on or about April 18th.
Yes,
So after that CPS complaint came in, then you went to a shelter, or like within the next few days?
yeah.
Why did you go to a shelter?
Well, it was more about his family.
Okay,
Is why I ended up in the shelter. His family, what I heard them talking, and I didn't like what they were saying about me or about my kid. So I left. And I went to the shelter for help to get away from it, to get away from his family, maybe.
this isn't in the petition. I'm not trying to hold this against you whatsoever at all. I'm just trying to understand between Mr. Hollis's testimony and that statement. During that period of time, were there other individuals living in your home together?
Yes.
Okay, so can you help us understand who was like kind of all there?
Bill Hollis, he was living with us.
Is that Mr. Hollis's brother?
Yes.
Okay, so a brother.
Who else was there at the time? His son Billy here and there. Not very much, but here and there when he was around. And I think that was it. But I heard Bill talking about my baby, taking my baby, she'd be better off in the system, and it upset me. And I left because I didn't trust him.
And when you went to the shelter, did you file a PPO against Mr. Hollis?
A lot happened. Okay, this is what happened. I was venting to the lady at the shelter. Okay, I was just talking, normal talk about it, just the past, everything that went on in the past, whatever. Next thing I know, I was falling asleep in the middle of it. I wasn't even coherent for half of the PPO being made. Okay, I was falling asleep because I was so tired. And I wake up and she's still sitting there with the pen waiting for me to continue. And I have no idea why everything got put in it that it did, because it was just venting, like I said, I was just talking about the past. It wasn't even about that day or recent. And next thing I know, she's slapping it in the PPO and had me sign it, and I was kind of out of it. So I didn't really understand what went on, really, to be honest. That's what happened.
Are you able to read?
Yes.
Okay, and I don't mean that to insult your intelligence, I just truly want to make sure. Okay, so Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
You mentioned.
So this is the petition for the PPO that we've already discussed, okay?
Mhm.
Can you please read this page?
Yeah.
The top, starting with the top and then all the way down, please?
Out loud or just?
Yes.
Oh, man. Can't read this right. Really?
So let me take that back. Is that your handwriting?
No,
So that is not your handwriting?
no, it's not.
And do you recall the person who was helping you write this PPO?
I can't even remember her name at this time. Like I said, I was half out, like falling asleep in the middle of it. I mean, I can't even remember the lady's name, but it was somebody at the shelter, I can say that.
Okay, if you're able.
But no, that's not my hand. I try to read it if you want.
Sure, to the best of your ability.
Okay, Harold is abusive, controlling, and narcissist. Last night, Harold hit me on my back. He punched me in my right ear very hard. This was on the date of, so that 4/16 scribbled out, so 4/15. He had
Gosh, this makes me want to read that beep beep note, blank, blank, blank again. So bad.
salt shaker in his hand. He hit me with on my shoulder. Over the past 6 years, Harold has constantly physically abused me. He choked me out. Previously, he has hit me in my chin so hard that it bruised.
Be left,
Bruise, I guess.
had it left a bruise? Does that look like what
I
it's?
guess.
Okay,
Yeah, probably. Harold gaslights me and makes me feel as
Hi,
though I'm
Christopher.
crazy,
No.
I guess, that's what this says. He turns things back on me and makes me feel as though things that have happened are my fault. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time
that's okay.
reading it. I fear for the safety of myself and of my daughter, Melanie. I never know what he is going to do next. Please grant this PPO so we can stay safe. He has choked me and don't. I don't know what that says.
Maybe in front of her?
Is that what that says? In front of her?
I would ask, no assistance with my client. She's asked to read, that she just read what she can understand or make out.
And I don't want her to experience this again.
Is that your signature?
It is my signature.
I know that you stated, thank you. I know that you stated that you were falling asleep during this.
Yes.
Why did you sign that?
She said that she was just gonna put the PPO is just something that will keep his family and him away from me for the time being, for as long. I could always get it dropped later, she said, if I wanted. And that's what she told me. That's all she said about it. I didn't read it. I was like just going on what she was saying. Cause I was kind of not fall asleep in the middle of it. I mean, was I really okay to sign something? No, I wouldn't even let me sign something like that if I was falling asleep. Obviously, I'm not okay to sign something, but so I was just trying to keep his family until I figured everything out. And what was up? I was trying to keep his family mainly away from me because of the stuff that I heard them say. Is what I was trying to do, really.
Were any of those allegations that are in the PPO true?
No. It's not, actually.
And can I ask you to take your hands from your mouth so I can hear?
I'm sorry. No, it's not.
So on April 15th, there was no physical altercation in which he punched your right ear very hard.
No.
And he did not have a salt shaker in his hand that he hit you with on your shoulder.
No.
And
And I'll raise you.
I'm sorry, I lost my spot. Have you ever been in any physical altercations with Mr. Hollis? Whether you were the aggressor or he was the aggressor?
In the past, a long time ago.
Was there any police involvement in any of those
Thank
incidents?
you, Fletcher.
One time the police came for it, and that was when I pressed charges on him and later on dropped the charges.
Would that have been from maybe about March 2022?
No, because that a long time ago.
Everything.
When is the last time you think that you guys had a physical altercation?
Around that time, because we don't do that. He's a changed man. He's not that man no more. Since we had our baby, everything changed.
During, let's just say like April 18th until this was filed on June 20th of 2024. So for those 2 months, how would you describe your interactions with Miss Kelly or other individuals from the department?
I'm sorry, what?
Today is bowl cut. It's the bowl cut, guys.
I didn't talk to her until court.
Okay. Did you
I tried to
ever,
meet up with her, but she didn't meet me. She didn't get back to me.
so you, did you have any phone contacts?
Just a couple texts to try to meet her.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Right.
Can you please read the,
Your Honor, my client needs to take a break, bathroom break. He took
I got a lot.
a water pill, whatever that is, and he needs a break.
Are you
Okay.
asking for a recess, or can we continue with the questioning as it relates to Ms.?
I'd say continue on. I'll fill him in.
That's fine.
I certainly hope so.
well,
Ready
Your
for
Honor, I would be agreeable to maybe a 5-minute recess.
Out of everybody who gets sassy, guardian ad litem's are my favorite. You remember that one from Biggin with the crazy mom that drew on the sidewalk at the school and everything, and all the Facebook and everything? That guardian ad litem was amazing.
That's just because of the contents of the information that the record may receive.
5-minute recess always ends up being 15.
Last time it was 20.
I'd say let's go.
Okay, that's, okay,
Okay.
right. Ms. Walker, you can read the information that is kind of boxed into that red. You can start the date, just kind of read forward. Okay.
Oh, is this the confusion? Yeah. I have no idea what this is. Honestly, I remember.
Okay.
In the petition. Okay. Do I really have to read this out loud?
I don't know what you're, what
Can I
is,
ask which exhibit this is?
It's something
No,
about.
no, I'm asking the attorney for the agency which exhibit, so I can reference it.
Your Honor, it is included as the ISP. It would be the CPS report.
It's included in the petition filings?
No, Your Honor.
Where would I find it?
I can't remember her name either, and it stinks because I love her. I fell in love with her, and then I can't even remember her name.
The court would not have it at this point in time.
Okay, so is she,
At this point, I'm actually using it for impeachment.
so they're her
She can't, wait a
statements?
minute, she's called this witness on her own.
Yes.
Now she wants to impeach her own witness?
Your Honor, the statements that she made that she did not have contact with Miss Kelly, I think are false, and I would like for her to read the contents of the report and ask her if she recalls that contact.
All right, I guess that would be hearsay, number one. It's adjudication trial. We have Ms. Kelly here to testify.
Yes, if it's Miss Kelly's statements, I think that it would constitute hearsay. If you have some questions for her about what she might have said specifically to Miss Kelly, I would be happy to listen to that for impeachment purposes.
Yes.
I have a
But,
sweater on.
I renew
Here's
my
her.
objection that she's not been qualified as a hostile witness.
So this is Miss Kelly's recitation of her experiences with Miss Walker, right?
Your Honor, it would be a copy and paste of a text message to Miss Kelly's phone.
All right, so can you just ask her if she said a few of the
Yes,
things that you
Your Honor, I
want?
can definitely do that.
Because from here, it looks like it's, I don't know, half a page of 8-point
Yes.
font, single spaced text.
Okay, let me lay foundation too. I'm sorry, this was probably not the best way to do it, but, so you heard Mr. Hollis's testimony, correct?
Mhm.
You were here for that.
Say yes?
Yes, sorry.
And he stated that there was one day where Miss Kelly was at your house or his house and you drove by
Yes,
at some point in time. Do you recall what happened that day?
I drove by.
Okay. Do you recall if that was on or about May 21st of 2024?
I'm not sure what day it was, but
Okay. Do you recall after seeing Miss Kelly in the driveway, if you sent her text message at all?
yes, because she wanted to meet me.
Okay. And in that, did you text Miss Kelly stating that Harold lies about everything and that Harold is an abuser?
I might have said that because I was upset. So it's a lie, really. I was telling you. Because I was mad.
Do you have feeling in your hands?
No, oh, well, sometimes I don't.
And did you text her and tell her that you had overheard everything that Mr.
Something about a horse, I think. They want custody of the horse, maybe?
Hollis had said to her during that meeting?
I thought I did, I said. And she said, no, that was not said.
Okay, and did you tell her that there was a punch to the mouth and it was an accident?
I said that I thought I heard him say that to her. And I was saying it didn't happen. And she said that he did not say that.
Did you text her and tell her that you were, quote unquote, I'm all done with him, he's disgusting. And no, he's the psycho, he's a controlling freak, he's a narcissist, and he's too much for me. I can't take it. All he wants to do is take my baby to hurt me, and that's it.
Yes, I did say that because I was upset. But I didn't really mean them things. Obviously, they're not true. When you get mad, you say a lot of things.
Did you say that he spanks your baby like a psycho and you have to tell him it's enough?
I was just talking. I wasn't really meaning it. I was telling lies, really. Just saying things because I was upset at him. I wasn't telling the truth. So really, it's a lie. Everything in there that I said was a lie because I was upset with him. That's what I'm trying to tell you. None of it really happened.
Okay. So other than those messages,
No, Mary, that's the bomb.
do you recall an incident on or about June 19th with law enforcement
Can I ask if this is 2024?
of 2024?
Yeah,
What do you recall about that incident?
it's a lie. I lied. I was upset.
Hi,
Okay.
Kelly.
So were you found in a ditch with your daughter?
I was not in a ditch.
Were you found at the side of a road with your daughter?
Not on the side of the road either. I was in the middle of a yard sitting up against a tree.
Okay.
Sitting in a.
With up against a tree.
I think.
All right, raise their hands. Who all here has ever been found in a ditch before? Who all here has ever been found in a ditch before more than once? So, listen, if she was found in a ditch, I understand. I understand, honey. It's fine.
With my baby. Because I ran out of gas and I was trying to use my phone and I didn't have signal where I ran out of gas at. So instead of leaving my kid in the car, I took her out and I went to a house to try to use their Wi-Fi or whatever, get signal to get gas. And that's when the cops came.
Did the cops explain to you why they were there?
My vehicle was in the parking lot at the whatever shed place where I ran out of gas. I was kind of in the driveway, at the end of the driveway, wherever the shed place was on 243. And I was only across the street at the house. I was sitting in the yard trying to get service.
Did you report to someone or to law enforcement that you were running away from Mr. Hollis?
I said that. I was upset at him. But it's all lies, like I said. It was a lie about it. Because they didn't know why I'd be out there with my kid. And I just said that me and him got into an argument and I left. That's what I said. And next thing you know, it was assault and this and that. None of it's right.
And during that incident, did you say that you were trying to hide because he had drove by?
I thought he drove by, I said, I thought I seen his truck. Because somebody dead stopped at my car in a truck, and I thought it was his truck. And it wasn't. Couldn't find out. And it says right in the police report, I thought. Because I wasn't sure.
Okay. And at that time, was the PPO, in your opinion, still valid against Mr. Hollis?
Yes.
And what was your level of contact with him during that period of time?
I didn't.
During that police incident, did you report to the police that you were still living with him?
My address was still there. I never changed my address,
Okay.
even when I left.
Where were you staying?
I was staying in Morenci.
Okay, so you were no longer at the shelter.
No, I was staying with a friend, Jill, in Morenci at the time.
Okay. And so on that day, did you state that Mr. Hollis was standing in a door, wouldn't let
I said that, but it
Melanie
wasn't
go
true.
around him?
I just said it was all lies.
So, Ms. Walker, the problem, or,
I was upset with him is what it was.
but you hadn't spoke to him. Why were you upset with him?
Because I felt like he was trying to take my kid from me. Because he always threatened to. And I didn't want to lose her.
Okay.
I don't want to lose her.
Do you need a minute?
No, I'm just upset because I miss her badly. And I lied about him. Okay, because I was mad that he threatened to take her from me all the time. No, and that's a big fear of mine. I didn't hurt my kid in any way.
I'll give you a moment, okay? Sure.
Yeah.
Ms. Walker, during that period of time, were you under the influence of any substances?
No,
Do you have a history of any mental health conditions?
yes, I have bipolar, which I take meds for.
Okay.
I do take meds for it.
And are you still getting treatment like through a psychiatric doctor?
Yes.
Do you believe that you and Mr. House are capable of safely parenting your child?
Yes. Yes. My baby does not get hurt by neither one of us. And if we get into an argument, she's never around us when we do argue. It's usually at night when she's in bed. Okay, we have our, differences. Who doesn't? What couple doesn't argue? Okay, but he usually goes out to the garage or goes out to the barn, and it stops. Or I leave to get away, to get it to stop, but we don't fight around my baby. My baby does not get pushed or shoved or hit in our fights at all. Okay, because it's not like that at all. It might, and what couple don't have arguments?
All right, I have no further questions of this witness, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Brooks, any questions?
I do not.
Mr. McFarland?
I do. There's an allegation in here that you picked up a pipe with an unknown substance in it and you took a hit from it. Do you have any knowledge of what that might be?
No,
Is that true at all?
no,
Now, you showed me that you were actively texting with Miss Kelly, correct?
yes.
Okay. Do you recall what your last text was to her and what day that was?
I don't know what day.
Oh, let me ask you this. Would you need to take a look at the text on your phone to refresh your memory?
I can, yes.
If I might allow her to refresh your memory with that, Your Honor? Please go ahead and take a look. Don't tell us. I just want you to look at it. And is your phone here?
It's laying somewhere. Is it on that chair?
It's right here.
Okay.
Is that available? Asking you to refresh your memory on the date, okay? In approximate time, if you can. Then when you're done, let me know.
Okay.
Don't tell us, just tell us when you have refreshed your memory with the date and the time.
Okay.
You refreshed your memory?
Yeah.
Okay, what was the date of your text with Miss Kelly?
May 22nd, 2024.
What was the last text that you can remember that you had with her?
I told her that I couldn't meet her at the office, but I could meet her somewhere with my daughter.
Approximately what time was that text?
3:19 p.m.
Did you ever hear back from her?
No,
Was there an earlier text on that same day that you told her that you would like to at least consult with an attorney?
yeah,
And what time was that approximately?
it was that morning sometime.
That's good enough. It was
It was that morning. I don't
good
know.
enough. Okay. Did she ever get back with you after that last text?
No,
Yeah, you gotta listen to me first. Did she ever get back with you after that last text, trying to arrange for a visit between you and her?
no, she did not.
Is that the last text that you received from her?
Yeah,
Thank you. You realize that you are under oath here today.
yes,
When you spoke to the police or Miss Kelly or anybody else, were you under oath to tell the truth?
don't
Did
know.
anybody have you put your hand on the
No.
Bible and say, tell the truth?
No,
You're telling us that you were lying there earlier and you already told us the reason why, correct?
yes,
There were some words that were used in that PPO. Can you tell us what narcissistic means? You know what it means?
no,
You use the word gaslighting. Can you tell me what the word gaslighting means?
I have no idea. Doesn't matter.
Well, did you actually read what you signed?
Not really.
Okay. So are you telling us today that what was on that? Did you tell the worker these things that you read in court today?
Some of it, not all of it.
Was it your understanding it was going to be filed with the court or not?
Not really. They slapped it all, whatever I said, or some of what I said, however word they want to put it in, and slapped it in PPO. And had me sign it, that's it.
I think there was testimony that you and Mr. Hollis, or at least you appeared by Zoom to get that PPO removed. Is that correct?
Yes,
Did you testify? Were you sworn in on that day in court in front of the judge?
yes.
That was Judge Anzalone?
Judge Angelo dropped it, yes.
What reason did you tell Judge Anzalone under oath that she dropped it?
I told her that we would like to do, family counseling and stuff together to better our family.
Were there any questions asked as to whether what was in there was the truth or not?
No,
Fair enough. Let's scroll down here. You said there was a domestic violence complaint and then an arrest of Mr. Hollis if something happened in 2022, correct?
yes,
And then I think you testified that that case was dropped, right?
yes.
Were you in contact with a victim advocate on that case to drop the case?
No, I went and got charges dropped myself, just went and got them dropped.
And what was the reason that you got charges dropped?
Because he's not a violent person.
Oh, did the incident actually happen?
No, not everybody that was there was just saying things.
What was the allegation that he did back in 2022?
They said that he hit me,
How?
he punched me.
Where?
I'm not, I can't remember
Right.
exactly what,
And did that actually happen?
no.
Do you have some kind of conversation with the police that started this?
Yeah, they came to our house because of his sister.
And did the prosecutor, did they object to you dropping the charges?
Nobody did.
Okay, fair enough. Is it true that, from my understanding, that there's some role that Mr. Hollis's family has played in these disputes that you've had with him?
Oh, yeah.
Well, why don't you give us a little history? Well, how is it that his family has had some involvement in these disputes?
His sister mainly.
I did too. I'm trying to find the name of this woman. So I went to Biggin for a little bit and I started scrolling through the live chat and the videos. Did we find the name? You said that one name, but hi Dan. I don't I don't know if that was it. It doesn't sound right. And it's too far up now. I don't remember what name you said. But did we find out what the name was? I wasn't watching chat because I was looking through Biggins.
She don't like me. So she doesn't want me to have nothing. And she is always involved, always butting in, and she's the one that's actually saying stuff that ain't even going on when she's not even around. She don't even come over.
She threatened to report you?
Yes,
She threatened to report you about true stuff or made up stuff?
made up stuff.
Anything else you can tell us about the dynamics, which means the going on between his family and you?
They just don't like me.
And you what?
Not really, not really. So they're trying to take my kid from me is what they're doing online. That is the truth.
He mods them all twice just to be sure.
It says here you use substances. I'm reading number 20 in the petition. Do you use anything except marijuana?
No, just marijuana.
You use marijuana to the extent that would impair your ability to take care of your daughter.
No, I do not.
It says here that may impair your parenting ability.
No, it does not. And I don't smoke like that. It's always at night. And it's only a little bit, not a lot, and everything's locked up too.
There was a safety plan back in March of 2022. Do you remember that at all?
Yes, I do.
What was that plan?
The plan was that if we got into arguments or anything, Harold would leave the room or leave the house for it to not get worse or anything like that. And that's what he does. Still.
So you understand that this case was opened, part of the reason is because under Michigan statute, I'm not going to cite it to you, but under 24, you claim that the family is not cooperative with services. So other than that last correspondence in which you asked to meet at a later time, did Ms. Kelly tell you what services they want you to do on this case?
No,
Do you have any idea what that means? What says you are not cooperative with services? They ask you anything other than meeting with her?
no,
The only correspondence with her asking to have an attorney available, or talk to an attorney and meeting with her at a later time that day, is that the only correspondence you had with her?
that's it.
And apparently you told somebody some lies about Mr. Hollis. What day was that you told some lies because you thought he was going to take your child?
Okay.
If you recall. This is the same day you texted Ms. Kelly or different?
I told her and others lies about him because I was mad at him. That he, biggest fear.
Or anything, I know you had a chance to read the petition, you reviewed it with me, correct?
Yes,
Is there anything else that you want to tell us about this petition that you haven't said already?
it's just lies. People get mad at you and tell him just stories to hurt somebody. That's sad. And mostly his family's out to get my baby, so, and that's what they did. So, yeah, it's all lies.
Did you ever tell DHHS that you had been telling lies?
I didn't tell anybody until now that I told lies. Which I have. I admit.
I have no further questions, but some other attorneys may have questions for you, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, Ms. Underwood?
Okay, here she goes. Get
Ms. Walker,
spicy.
is it correct that there were 2 police reports from 2022?
I think so.
One of the instances was from February of 22, is that correct?
I think so.
Can you speak up, please?
I'm not sure what the dates are or anything, but probably, yeah,
So Melanie would have been born at that point, is that correct?
yes,
Okay. The other incident from August of 2022, you allege that Harold kicked you in the back and hit you in the head, is that correct?
yes,
And in that police report, you also indicated that Melanie was in your arms, is that correct?
yes,
And in that report, you were also the caller for that. You're the one that
Yes.
called the police, is that right?
yes,
Okay. Are you afraid of Mr. Hollis?
no,
Would your testimony be different if you weren't present?
no.
Are you in fear of your safety with Mr. Hollis?
No,
Do you feel like it's in Melanie's best interest to be in an environment with you and Mr. Hollis together?
yes,
Is Melanie safe in your care?
yes.
How is the court supposed to believe your statements when they're completely contradicting everything that you have told CPS and the police?
I lied, I was mad. Who doesn't? Okay? And that's all it was. I was mad. I was mad at him for threatening to take my kid. Who wouldn't be upset? Who wouldn't?
So
That's my
is he-
biggest fear.
should CPS be
But-
blamed? Should CPS be blamed for filing a petition with all of the allegations?
Well, no, they shouldn't be blamed, but I think they should have looked further into their investigation before taking somebody's kid.
Didn't they attempt to
there's-
work with you in the investigation before taking the measures of filing a petition to remove her?
Yes, and I tried to meet with them and do what they wanted, and they still took her anyway.
Did CPS ask you to take a drug test?
Not yet. Why not give you one?
They didn't ask you to take a drug test at all during the course of their investigation?
They asked me, but I told them I already took one in the past and it was a clean one from CPS.
So then you were.
Why would I have to take
that time?
another one just because somebody said I was on drugs when I already took a clean test for them?
So then you're stating that you refused?
So I told them, no, I'm not taking another one because I'm tired of being, I felt harassed by CPS.
So now that you admit that you've lied under oath, how is CPS supposed to believe anything you say?
Your Honor, I object. She didn't admit she lied under oath. She admits she lied in the past when she was not under oath.
May I
Right.
rephrase? Since you have now stated today under oath that everything that you have said prior was a lie, how is CPS supposed to believe anything that you say?
Honestly, they should believe me because I lied about Harold Hollis. That's who I lied about. I didn't lie about my baby getting hurt nor nothing like that because she's never been hurt by neither one of us. And that is the truth. She's never had a bruise on her from us or anything wrong with her. No abuse, no nothing. Okay? The only one I lied about was him because I felt like he was trying to hurt me and take my kid.
No further questions. Thank you, Your Honor.
Any redirect?
Yes, just a couple of questions.
The GAL hurt my feelings. I wanted her to do better. I wanted her to get spicy.
Ms. Walker, you still have your phone on you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you still have like the message thread between you and Miss Kelly?
Yes.
Can you please open that up? Can you scroll to the first message, please?
First. Just. Hold on. All right.
Does your phone show you the date and time of that first message?
Yeah, April 22nd.
At what time?
11:23 a.m.
Okay. And in that text message, is Miss Kelly letting you know she's out of the office and that she needs to meet with you and talk with you about the case and to see Melanie?
Yes.
Okay. And when did you respond?
When did I respond? No, wasn't that on an email?
I'm just your phone threads, your
On
text.
text message or email?
Yes.
Because she emailed me too, so I think that was on email.
Does your text message on your phone that you just read or that you just noted that came in on April 22nd, 11:23 a.m.
Okay.
Did Miss Kelly let you know that she needed to talk with you about the case and to see Melanie?
Okay, yes.
And when did you respond?
April 23rd, 10:12 a.m.
Okay. And did you exchange messages with Miss Kelly to meet the next day? So that would have been April
Mhm.
24th.
Yes.
And did you guys agree at 1:00 p.m.?
Yes,
Then what happened on April 24th, according to your text message to her?
I had to cancel
Why?
because she had a doctor's appointment I forgot about.
What is your
May I
text
ask who the
message?
she is?
I don't think I told her what I was doing. I just said that I couldn't make it at that time, that I had to reschedule.
You have a text message to Miss Kelly on Wednesday, April 24th?
Or can I just get a clarification on who the she was? I think I presume, but I want to make sure.
What I said, Melanie had a doctor's
Thank you.
appointment. And that's why I couldn't make it.
Is that what your text message just says to Miss Kelly?
I said I can't meet today because I had a family emergency, but I was taking her to the doctor.
Okay, so in fact, there was a date,
Emergency.
there was a time that was scheduled on April 24th of 2024 to have a visit with Miss Kelly, and then you canceled it.
Yes.
And did Miss Kelly ask on April 24th when you would be back?
Yes.
Did you reply to her?
Not until Friday, I guess. Or unless I talked to her on the phone.
On your text messages, did you reply to her?
I'm saying, yeah, there's a text here. But I think I talked to her on the phone
Okay.
and made an appointment.
And in your text messages on April 26th, did Miss Kelly reach back out to you to see if you were available for a meeting soon?
And I said, yes.
Okay. And did she tell you that either today, which would have been a Friday, or first thing Monday? would
Yes.
work? And did you agree to Monday?
Yes.
And then on Monday morning, did you set a time
I'm
to meet
sorry.
with her? Did you set a time to meet with Miss Kelly on Monday morning?
I said Monday would be better. And then what time? 11. Okay, I'll see you at 11, she said. Where would you like to meet? And that was before the PPO was made. I said at Harold's.
So you wanted to meet at Harold's, and that was on April 29th.
Because Harold called me and told me they were there.
Okay. On May 15th. When is the next text message on your end between you two after that exchange?
May 15th. I'm sorry, May.
I can't imagine she's ever had to look for them once. Ever. They're everywhere.
15th, maybe.
Okay. And does Miss Kelly reach back out and ask if you have free time to talk about some things that happened the week before?
For a family team meeting is what she wanted to reach out, and then I said, no, I don't. And then she said there's not a day that, I was going through a lot, dealing with a lot at this time when she wanted to meet. And I was just trying to fit her in, but I didn't know where to fit her in at, because I was trying to take care of a place to stay and this and that, you know. I had just back-to-back things, and I was trying, and then I wanted to talk to a lawyer, make sure it was good, and then I could meet her, you know? And then I had no problem meeting her. But with everything going on,
Micah will do it. Micah will. He likes to volunteer.
and me thinking Harold's trying to take my kid at this time, I was scared, and I wanted to talk to a lawyer first. That's all that was. That's why it took me so long, but I did message her and tried to meet her in the end.
Okay, because what is the next day after May 15th that you message her?
Next.
I judge.
That was when I drove by and seen her at Harold's, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, and you reach out to her and you tell her your side of the story. We kind of went through that text message thing.
Yeah, we already went.
Okay. And did Miss Kelly tell you that, and I believe you already testified to this, that Harold had not said anything that you
didn't
had
believe
addressed? And did she also let you know that you wouldn't need a lawyer to talk with her? She just wanted to talk with you about how to move forward and services that the department wants to provide.
To be honest, I don't trust anybody, so yeah, that's why I wanted to talk to a lawyer.
But did she say that in that text message to you?
Yeah.
Okay. And then did she also state in the same
I judge in public.
day that she's been trying to have a family team meeting with you and Harold, that she's called you several times and hasn't heard anything from you, and that what you're saying doesn't make sense to her?
I was waiting on the shelter for an advocate, and they kept saying, well, we can meet up this day, or we can meet up this day to CPS. And they were telling me a time and a day. I was going by what they were saying. And I was waiting for an available advocate, a legal advocate, to meet with CPS. So they told me a time and a day.
And did you reply back to her on May 21st that Harold wouldn't let you meet with her?
Harold said that she couldn't come there. I would have to meet her somewhere else.
Okay.
Excuse me,
Let's start a company. X Mace, no, X Cattle Prod. We need a good name. Sparky X Cattle Prod, whatever. Someone think of a name and we can start the company.
going anywhere with this?
Your Honor, if relevance is the objection, I think.
Sure.
Okay. Ms. Walker has provided testimony that
Oh my
she had
God,
attempted to meet with the
really?
department, and the statutory grounds for this petition are because the parents did not comply with the voluntary services. So unfortunately, I have to go through this line of questioning because she's already testified that she made attempts to meet with the department when that's not true.
It is true, because I told her.
Hang on a second, please. There's an objection. I have to make a ruling.
No, I'm not changing that. You just told everybody that you were going in the toilet at your job, and we all know what your toilets look like, and now everybody's thinking about that.
Okay.
Any further objection, Mr. Brooks?
No.
Very well. So we'll roll. You may proceed.
Okay. I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Recross, gentlemen?
Yes. When the attorney for the agency just now was asking you questions about your text,
Hey,
you indicated that you had talked on phone and by email you corresponded with the worker. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is there anything that's important from your telephone calls to the worker or the emails to the worker that you'd like the court to know?
No.
Do you need to take a look at those emails to make sure? And to refresh your memory?
What I don't get.
I'm asking you, you think you need to take a look at those emails to make sure there's nothing that might affect what your testimony was? I'm not asking you to look now, I'm just asking you, do you think you need to look?
No.
Okay. Is there anything about those telephone conversations with the worker or the emails, that's important for this court to know.
I can't explain YouTube. YouTube hates everybody, especially Sue.
Did I hear you correctly, that when you told the worker that you wanted to have an attorney, is it true that she told you back, here's to be legal advice that you don't need an attorney? Is that what I hear? I'm hearing?
Yes.
Nothing further.
Ms. Underwood?
Yes, Ms. Walker, I'm referring to number 11 on the petition. It indicates on 5/9/24, the CPS worker spoke with Erica to explain a meeting was necessary to address safety concerns and services available for the family. Erica declined, reporting she was aware of services. She also reported that she was living at the family home with Melanie and Harold. Harold could be heard in the background. Do you remember that conversation with CPS?
No.
Okay. So you don't remember CPS asking to address safety concerns?
I talked to a CPS one time, and that was before the PPO, before I left. That was at the house with Harold on the porch. And that's when she was talking to me about the safety things. And I told her, I already been through this with CPS, which I have in the past, and we still do the things that we went through with CPS on that safety plan. We do the same stuff. And I said it was not necessary to go through it with me because we've already been through it with CPS in the past, that we already know what to do. And I told her that it was all bull crap because we know already, which we do.
All right. Thank you for confirming that. No further questions.
Mr. Brooks, any cross?
No.
Thank you for your testimony. You may return to your seat.
Right.
All right, I hate to do this, but we're gonna do a brief recess for approximately, try to make it 10 minutes at the most.
Okay, that was part 2, guys. Listen, what other channel can you go to and watch the last video of a whole trial first, and then some random middle video of a full trial, and then start at the beginning? None of the other channels are doing it my way. None of them. You want to know why? Because we shouldn't have done that. Oh my, we shouldn't have done that, but we did it, and we're just rolling with it. And this is what you should do in life. If just do something and then just roll with it, like you meant that. We're probably going to see the horse again because I don't know which one the horse was, so I'm just going to press play. Those normies, the normie channels who play videos in order. Maybe I should skip video 8. I don't get it. I'm never going to understand. Okay. Should we do Thursday or Monday? All right, you're right. I'll make a poll. I'm gonna make a poll. Boom. Oh man, guys. I hope so, KS. I think so. I'm very, very, very sure we get a ruling. But remember, child custody is never like a once and done thing. It keeps going on and on. So we might get a ruling until the next hearing. There might always be a next hearing. right, I'm gonna end the poll any second now, so. All right, I'm going to end the poll right now. We are going to do. Oh man, guys, I need one more person to vote, please. I just need anybody. Somebody. Okay, that was unhelpful. 2 people voted Thursday. What do you mean Thursday? Mondays are so good. That's fine. Thursday it is. I like those striped suits, so I agree. Who said that? CJ. I agree with CJ 100%. I think we left off here on Thursday. No, I'm not waiting. I already ended it. Didn't I end it? Yep, it's done. It's over. Vote early, vote often. Vote as many times as you can. I think we ended here. No, it's only 15 minutes in. We couldn't have ended here. I'm just gonna go here. Oh, we're gonna rewind this one because I love the hair. We'll do this guy too, because I want to see what his sweatshirt says.
Things, but now it's been what, a week?
It's very new.
Looks like my
Sorry?
high school
It's very
ad.
new.
It's been 2 weeks, and my concern is he killed someone last year. And now we have another DWI. In between all that, he has an assault of a family member, and he has another felony assault. Come up, Mr. Newell.
There's another issue as well. He went to get the GPS and the scram, and they said there was an issue and wouldn't put it on. I looked through his
1 hour, 12 minutes.
condition.
Oh, now we have a problem.
Yeah.
Now we have a problem, because now it's very possible I'm putting you into custody for not getting your stuff within the time you're supposed to get it.
Still have one more day today, sir. But I did go and they emailed that I did show up. I did show up to get my scram yesterday and I was not in the system.
Order in the court,
They said that they
please.
emailed
Back off, Stephen. He has one more day. Back off. Relax. At ease, soldier.
the court, said that I showed up to do it.
Hey, Felicia, can you check out Mr. Newell and see what the issue is, please? You're asking me to take stuff up. He don't even have anything on.
He was trying, Judge. He went there.
I got my
They
GPS on.
denied it.
That's the only thing they put on.
So he went there. I mean, he's got the GPS, he's doing everything he's supposed to, right?
I don't own a vehicle.
My concern is public safety. You have a manslaughter from last year, a felony assault, and another assault. And now you have a DWI. You're crashing and burning before our eyes. And what I don't want you to do is leave a wake of destruction in your path. That's what's happening. And I'm going to do everything in my power to stop it. If it's an inconvenience to you to have this, every day there's a death in Harris County because of alcohol-related collisions. It's not going to happen on my watch. Do you understand, Mr. Newell? And if it's an inconvenience to you,
I was trying to do it.
the other thing is a lot of the other judges here would make you pay for it. And for this, you'd probably be in the hole around $1,200 a month. I'm paying for you so that there's no excuse. And you still have yet to have the device on.
As of now, he's currently in compliance. He does have one more day to obtain that device.
Why? He's saying they kicked him out.
Yes, I see the email right here. That's not stated on here. It was stated that.
So let-
That he has conditions of bond and told to apply with the IIT condition. He stated to our officer that he lost his job, but we did not have a part of to testify. Does not have money to hire an attorney. He got his GPS and said that he will pick up his scram device. He said that yesterday. And then I don't have any reports following that.
So he's here now. Let's send him down to pretrial to get everything right now. Okay, we're sending you right now to get everything right now. The only thing, Mr. Newell, the only thing I'm asking you to do is don't kill someone, man. That's all I'm asking you to do, you know? God forbid you dig yourself into a 50-year hole because of some catastrophic event. I'm trying everything in my power to prevent that from happening. Do you understand? That's all I want. In time, if you show me that we can trust you, and it's not just, okay, I'm all better, I'm gonna be little bunny jumping in the woods. No, I need proactivity. To show me that you appreciate everything, then we can talk. But at this time, with the kind of criminal history
You remember last night in Bill's stream? That guy who cashed everybody's checks? Oh gosh, how could I forget her name? Candace? Nope. Wanda? Nope. I know the first guy was Dusty. Who was the second one? Candace? It was Candace. Candace Walker? Nope. Anyway, Fozzie's really good friends with him. They have a crime ring. Don't let Fozzie have one of your checks, even though no one has checks anymore, except everybody in this chat. I bet everybody in this chat has a checkbook. People don't use checkbooks anymore. Constance. Hi, Taze.
you have, and the fact that we have a death in 23, no. I don't think that this is unreasonable. You understand? All right, just go ahead, take a seat. We're gonna send you down now to get your stuff. You got it.
This is from Thursday, which was Halloween. The judge dressed as Beetlejuice for Halloween. That's why he has this jacket on, and I love it.
I have it on by at the latest tomorrow. If not, it's not gonna go well. Do you understand?
And just to be clear, you're allowing the changing from the interlock to the portable since he doesn't have a vehicle?
No.
He doesn't have a vehicle to put it in, Your Honor.
So whose vehicle was this that he was driving?
That's.
Are you Dad? Come on up, Dad.
Texas claims you.
Thank you so much for coming. We have quite a bit of issues with Mr. Newell. And it seems that most of them are related to drug and alcohol issues. And I want to prevent anything further from happening.
So Dad, he goes with you. Take Dad, take him. And then don't let Dad out until his son flies straight.
That endangers the public. And my fear is that, does he live with you now?
Yes.
If there's a car at the house, he has access to it. And the problem is that when the cat's away, the mice will play. So if he has access to it, I'm scared that he's going to use it in a way that, and so that's why I ordered him to put the interlock for any vehicle that's at the house that he's staying. I'm paying for it, so it's not going to be anything coming out of your pockets, but my fear is that he just takes the car and something happens that's catastrophic. And I'm trying to prevent that from happening. So that's why I've ordered it. Like I said, nothing's coming out of your pocket. You guys don't have to pay for anything. I just want to make sure that if he gets into a car, we know about it. And that's the only way that I know. Okay?
Interlocks.
And my concern, Your Honor, he doesn't have any bond conditions and the car won't start if it's not blown into. So you're saying he's gonna have to start blowing into it as well and he's not allowed to, so he can't drink any alcohol as well, so the father has bond conditions?
He's
Legally allowed to have a beer and go driving if he's under the limit, and he doesn't.
No, sir. Attorney, you are wrong. If someone has interlock on their car, anybody who uses that car has to blow. They have to blow. You can't argue that point.
He has a normal use of the mental and physical faculties.
Get it?
But now he's gonna have restrictions on him and he doesn't have.
I want to make sure that Mr. Newell's not driving, you know? I mean, have you seen the record? We have a death last year. 2 assaults, and now we have a DWI second. I told him that if he's proactive with showing me that he's tackling everything in a mature and adult way, then we can talk about bond conditions in the future. But it seems that with the wake of destruction that he's left with the last 2 to 3 years, it's really concerning, you know, and I feel that he's deteriorating before our eyes, and I don't want it to happen anymore. And, my fear is that something happens catastrophic. He gets into a car and just takes off and does something that's just, you can't dig yourself out of. That's all, that's my fear. And I don't want it to happen,
Okay.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Gold, we'll talk in a couple months. If he's doing well, proactive, come back and we can talk.
So
I'm
the
never-
petitions are saying,
I'm
I
never,
mean, you see my concern that it's now impacting his father since it's not his cars. I understand your concern,
Get it.
obviously, Judge. I just have to advocate for my client and
and
his
I'm
father
not,
doesn't even have conditions.
I'm not begrudging you for it, Mr. Gold. I never will.
Question, Your Honor, though, is does he need a second interlock now? Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pay for everything for you, okay? So that it's nothing out of your guys' pocket, okay? Just make sure he's not driving. He signed an affidavit not to drive. If he drives, I can have a contempt hearing and he's facing 6 months every time he drives. So please, okay?
Okay.
Good luck to you. If you ever need anything, come back to us, talk to us. We're happy to help you in any way and anything you need, okay?
Okay, thank
All
you.
right, happy Halloween.
Thank you. Are you excused?
Okay.
Unfortunately, we're skipping you real quick. Go ahead, come step all the way up. This is
CJ, are you easily scammable? Good to know. You learn something new every day in this chat.
Mr. Goodman for a waiver, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Goodman.
How you doing, sir?
If you could sign
Okay,
your arms this way.
Okay, the prosecutor outfit is very cute. Was she Wendy? I love that.
Yes, that's not that.
all right, Mr. Goodman, it looks like you were wanted out of the state of North Carolina for a violation of probation. Are you waiving formal extradition, sir? Okay, unfortunately, it looks like you've not paid bond on the felony case, so it's kind of told until that case works out. At that point, that's when the clock starts ticking. And then North Carolina has 14 days to come get you.
That's when it starts.
You can't bond out. Okay. If you make bond on the felony case,
Yes, on tomorrow.
then the 14 days starts running. Correct. Yes. Okay. All right. Good luck. Thanks.
Just
Okay.
approach again.
Yes, sir.
This is on call Bell, WI. Maybe I'm overdoing it, but the state has offered me time served or probation. I'm trying to get a PTI, and I need to get Nathan Beadle a package.
Yeah, but we've been working on it for quite a while. Is Mr. Bell here?
Yes, he's present.
Has he completed the package yet?
No.
Come up, Mr. Bell. I got to imagine that you've asked him several times to complete it.
Yeah, it's on me this week. Over. He was waiting on my call, and I just got extremely busy. The state deal offered me probation or time served.
Okay, we give you another 2 weeks, but at that point, if it's
Yes.
not done, I'm gonna hold him day for day until it gets done. Mr. Bell, good morning, sir.
Sir, good morning.
Shh. They have a program called pretrial
I got a package yesterday. Inside the package was the last two things that I need to operate a chainsaw: oil and a funnel. Fozzie sent me the correct oil that I needed because I was stressed out because I didn't know what oil to get. He just sent me the right oil out of thin air. He just sent me the right oil and a funnel to put it in. Now I did. I worked 2 doubles, so I didn't go near the chainsaw yet with the oil and the funnel. And you would think today, being my day off, that I would hop right on that. Chances are slim, but there is a chance because I want to put the oil in because I got oil and a funnel and I need to try it out. I might at least turn the trick. Use oily oil. That's the only thing I could think of. I was thinking of walking into Home Depot or Lowe's in my head. And I'm just thinking, where in the hell am I going to go to get chainsaw oil? And I'm trying to think of the aisles in my head, and I couldn't. I could not figure it out for the life of me. And then I don't know if it takes a special oil? Is it just chainsaw oil? I had no idea. So because because I couldn't picture it in my head actually doing it, I never went to Home Depot or Lowe's. I just kept thinking about it. How am I going to get this oil? Maybe I should just order some online, but I don't know if it's the right oil because I got the oil because it said people who bought this chainsaw also usually buy this oil. So I don't know. Too soon, Fletcher. No, it's for a chainsaw. I need oil for a chainsaw. And Fozzie just sent it to me. He's like, Shh, use this.
Intervention, where if you are granted entry into and you complete it successfully, the DWI gets dismissed. However, one of the main factors is your prior criminal history. Your history is thick, it's significant. So I will tell you, it's never a no, but the more history you have, the harder it is. But like anything in life, if you put your heart and soul into it, you're going to get the moon, sun, stars. So the better your packet, the more likelihood you have of getting into the program. If you bring stuff on a bar napkin with your criminal history, it's going to be a no. So do a kick-ass package, and then you have a better chance of getting in. Yes, sir.
Are you having two strokes right now, CJ? For the love of God, can you please translate that sentence for me? Because I can't. I can't. Court vibes. Bunnings, two-stroke, go Saturday and grab a snag too. What does that mean? I want to grab a snag, but I don't know what a snag is. Snag. Grab a snag. Hold on. Let's English this out together, guys. What would an Australian call a snag? I don't want to look at chat. Something that catches on something is a snag. I got a chainsaw. Snag. Ah, sausage sandwich. I'm- That's that's inappropriate, sir. I'm gonna I'm gonna press play.
Question. Your case is old, so we will give you 2 weeks. If you have it done, if you have it turned in by the next 2 weeks, we'll set you for an evaluation. If you don't have it done, you're out of time.
Make it happen, Your Honor.
Okay? Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Got an approach?
Yes.
Judge, I'm approaching on Tony Kelly, and the case is getting a little old. We're still waiting on a rip on this one.
Custody or bond?
Bond, Judge.
Okay. We have tried to rip this thing since July and you still don't have it. You got to give it up. You might as well wish for a unicorn. Alex?
That's correct, Your Honor. We still don't have the rip.
It's not going to happen. They don't want to be found. So.
Just have a seat. Morning,
I love it.
I should sit him in a jury box.
You might offend a couple here and there, but I don't think he really is concerned about that. Okay, Alex,
Yes, Judge. So
where are we at?
we can try to task the investigator again to get a look.
Have you done it first to an investigator?
I can see that we have not yet gotten the investigator involved yet. We've been trying the number we have. I can get the investigator involved and see if you can find it and we can.
Hey, I'll give you 2 final weeks. If you don't have it, then it's over.
Yes, Judge. And
That's it.
we'll make sure that we get the investigator.
I'm going to give you a 10-day trial setting if you don't have it.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
They don't make enough chainsaws for my list. You know, statistically speaking, somebody in here is probably a serial killer. I already know who it is. Anybody want to guess? I'm not going to do a poll because it could be too many people. Statistically speaking, somebody in here is a serial killer. I think I know who it is. Who do you guys think it is? I'll narrow my choice down. It's a man. No, it's not Terry. I'm going to say hi, Terry, but I'm not picking Terry. I'm saying it's not Terry. Hi, Terry. No, I'm not a man, Casey. I mean, I could be a man. You don't know. I could be gaslighting all of you. No, you can't just say I'm a serial killer. We have to guess who the serial killer is. Monica got it. His name is Myco Psycho. Of course he's a serial killer. Why? 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 Oh, no, no. Why? I don't understand. It is most likely a man. Most likely.
Okay, hey, we got Mr. Rubin on the docket. We've got something worked out for a dismissal. He just needs to take a class.
Thank you.
Is this the gentleman from yesterday?
Yes, sir.
His name is Psycho. Did nobody ever read his name? Of course he's the serial killer, right? Psycho. I mean, okay, maybe serial killers are the only sane ones. Maybe we're just all wrong.
Okay, is it the gun class?
Gun class.
Okay, is he here?
He's here, contract signed.
Mr. Rubin, come up. It's 220.
Plus,
I'll give you a
object
couple weeks.
bio.
If you don't have it done, you have a
He's
great
psycho
deal
that
that he's
sounds
worked
like-
out for you, that if you take a gun class, they will dismiss your case. Your case is extremely old, so I will give you 2 weeks. But after that, I'm not giving you any more time. If you don't have it done, that tells me that you don't care. Do you understand? I mean, really, they'll dismiss this case. All you got to do is a 2 to 3 hour class. If you don't have it done, you're out of time. You understand? Okay.
Thank you, Judge. Like your costume. Jacket.
What? Costume?
I like your costume, he said to the judge. I'm not wearing safety goggles either. Nope, no, I'm not. Because I don't have
All right,
enough.
go out there. Sit down.
Hey, you. Happy Halloween.
Yes, happy Halloween. I like it. It looks good. I have a Javier Gendo on docket. And if you remember the last time you took him in custody and wanted me to check with his sister, and I just had a lengthy conversation with sister. Everything's good.
No.
He can go live with her. She's a teacher, and then she's also getting her master's to become a principal now, and she's pretty
Great.
Yeah. So he's in custody. I was gonna see if we can get him on a PR bond.
I don't know, man. I don't.
I think last time you indicated that you'd let him out. That's why you wanted me to contact his sister and see if he had a place to go.
She will take him?
Yes.
How do we get him to stop using?
She told me that he's not, she has keeps pretty good tabs on
She
him.
can hold him?
Well,
I
If
have
he's-
safety glasses.
Can you bring out Mr. Gallendo, please?
and he really has, he's like a different person now from that.
Is he clean?
Yes. And so,
Don must admit.
yeah,
You know?
I think so. Yeah, that was probably no fun.
None of them equal the actual word psycho. None of them. All the things that they do. You got a good point about Donald, but it doesn't equal the word Myco Psycho. Right? Ain't nobody got time for safety.
Bill.
Yes, sir.
Donald, how are you feeling? Are you feeling okay? Is your brain getting unscrambled yet?
Talk to me while we're waiting.
Mayor Gonzalez, his mom, dad, and sister are all here in person today.
I'm happy to talk to
I
you.
will.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, we were talking about the bond. I know the court will do a PR bond, but I was gonna ask for a reduction.
Are you mom and dad?
Judge, do not give Will a reduction. Please, for the love of God, don't. Please. Judge, this is just wrong.
And everyone, is that you? Okay, let me talk to this gentleman and then we'll talk to you.
That's where they sell the chainsaws at. So that's where you would buy the oil at. It's Lowe's like politically incorrect to shop at now. Did I miss something? Wait, what do you mean, great point? What point? I don't get it. Why can't we shop at Lowe's? Is it like bad for the environment or what did they do? What did Lowe's do? No one told me. I mean, Home Depot, Lowe's, they're the same thing. So no one's gonna say why we can't go to Lowe's. Just that we shouldn't go to Lowe's. I don't know. Eat eggs too.
Good morning, Mr. Galindo. How are you? You look great. You know, you sound good. You're coherent. You're not jittery like you were when you came here last time.
You always buy duct tape when you buy garbage bags, just like you always buy Vaseline when you buy a cucumber.
Oh, I know.
So Hugh wants me to let you out. Looks like you've got a place to stay with. Shh. Looks like you've got a place to stay with your sister. My only worry is that if we let you out, you're going to go back to doing right what you're doing, using. And I don't want that to happen. I know you're going to tell me no.
Oh, yes.
Right. You've told me that before, right? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. How do we get it to stop? Therein lies the rub. I don't want to keep you, but I know if I release you, you're going to go back to using, and you're going to use grandma as the excuse.
That was just.
Perhaps it's another excuse. Perhaps it's saw Bambi and you're upset at the movie. Did we have MT Rast? What did it recommend?
It says here, followed by anger management and the CE ratings.
That's what needs to happen. I think that with what you're using, the frequency of what you're using, the best course of action is a treatment facility. Because we let you out, you're going to end up killing yourself. And believe it or not, I really like you. I want you to persevere, and I want you to become the great person that you can be, Javier. I think that that's probably the wisest choice, to get him into a treatment facility. I know that you want to get him out.
Yes, I'm just wondering.
Done this before.
Yes, but yeah, it's all pre-trial, so I don't know. I mean, is that something he can do pre-trial, or, can he do outpatient, or?
I can't pay for anything. The only way I can pay for everything is if he's in there. If I let him out, he doesn't have a job, doesn't have anything. He's going to be unable to pay for anything. So therein lies the excuse. Well, I can't get it done. I ain't got no money.
Hey, KS. Hey, Monica. If your husbands have girlfriends, please remember, I have a chainsaw.
I ain't got no job. And then it spirals into the same thing. I don't know, Hugh. I don't. I think that the best course of action is to get you into a treatment facility, Mr. Gain.
I'll stay with my sister. I don't drink over there. I don't do nothing. I'm staying with my sister. She's a teacher. She don't let me drink. She don't let me do nothing.
As if you're going to listen to her.
Yes, of course I listen to her. She's all I have. I listen to whatever she says. I babysit her son.
With him before.
I wasn't with her. I wasn't staying with her.
Living.
Hi, Tokyo.
Just being bad. And friends, whatever. We're friends.
Street.
Yeah. But I'm with my sister now.
She seems like she has a pretty tight grip on him. She's speaking with her.
You could get her number.
Discovery's outstanding.
Your Honor, it looks like everything's uploaded and shared with the defense.
And we can set the case for trial. There's a felony that's attached to this, but I'm okay with setting it for a trial date.
I am too.
Okay.
That way, if it goes, if it goes well for him, he's out. If it doesn't, I know what I'm gonna do, which is what I think needs to happen regardless. Because if we let him loose on the street, he's just gonna use. And we've done this game before. I've let him out before, and he goes right back to using.
He's only bond forfeited once in your court.
I always say.
I know one time's too many, but I know that it's not like he's been a recurring issue. This is the only time that he's had an issue with this, with the drug testing.
Thank you. Let me think about that.
All right, Mr. Gendo, like this one.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You know what? Hold on, because it's gonna take a little bit of time. Let me see. What do you got?
So if you got a client tomorrow,
Okay.
I think we are due for a trial setting, Judge.
Gonna set up a trial?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, just pick a date with Ramona and back and whatever. I'm happy with whatever you want.
Sure.
For sure, of course.
Your birthday's tomorrow. Who's your favorite judge? Which judge is your favorite judge besides Judge Fleischer? Okay, besides Judge Fleischer, who's your favorite judge? I'm going to get something today from your favorite judge and play it tomorrow if you tell me who your favorite judge is. And they are streaming today. Just don't say Judge Fan, please. Please, it's too hard. I can't get him.
Talk to me.
Judge, how are you? Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Judge, Ms. Lorenzo Castillo is on docket today. It is an assault, just a good old fashioned bar fight.
Okay.
Says he didn't do it. Says it was him that got assaulted. Okay. You're asking for a trial date.
Okay, not a problem.
Can we have one in January?
Okay.
Oh, you're the best, Judge. Thank you. I set for this trial in December twice today, and I'm like, man.
Done.
Sorry. We have a bunch of trial settings in December as it is, so just don't stress. Life's too short.
So, Judge, the trial setting in January would be January 20. Oh no, the 28th. January 28th.
Are you gonna do a go-go dance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start with me. The speaker started.
She was a go-go dancer for Halloween. So see that band she's wearing around her head? Her whole dress is like that. She looks amazing. She looks outstanding.
We're talking.
Have fun. Okay, well.
Okay.
They speak English?
Yes.
Come up. They can all come up.
Yeah, all y'all.
They can all come up.
I'll come up.
The more the merrier. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I wish it were under better circumstances. And I'm sorry that you guys are having to come here and deal with this, but better now than 6 feet under in a pine box, right? We've had a lot
I just want to thank that man for committing a crime.
of issues with him. And I think that, I don't know, I mean, I guess you realize and the spiel that I give to everybody is that watch the news, which I hope you do. Every day, someone dies in Harris County from a DWI. Every single day. We in Harris County lead the nation. We
Hold all conversations.
lead the nation in DWI fatalities because it happens so much. Is it because we have 4 million people here? I don't know. Is it because Harris County is 3 hours from one side to the other? I don't know. But that's what it is. And it's disgusting. And what scares me with him is he has 3 open DWIs in 3 different counties. That is extremely scary. And we're lucky that no one has been injured. A life has not been taken because it could have gone so much worse. The reason that it's taking as long as it is because he does not have, I'm presuming he doesn't have a lawyer in Nueces, right?
This time, that's correct, Your Honor.
If you guys are able to get a lawyer for him down there, hopefully that can speed up the process to get everything working. Because here in Harris County, we have so many cases, we have so many people in custody that we move it like crazy. We're very, very fast. We're a fast-moving criminal justice system here. Fort Bend is building their way up to being as big as we are. So they're a little bit slower, but in the other counties, in like Brazos and the Nueces, Corsicana, and they do things a lot slower. So if you pick up a case, you may not go to court for 6 to 8 months, and then you start dealing with it. It looks like that's what's happening over there.
Did let the family know that even though they don't have a court date yet in Nueces, getting a lawyer down there, they can talk to the DA and they can start working on the case and talking to myself and the Fort Bend lawyer, trying to get a global deal done prior to any court date even being scheduled. Because I mean, the case is open and pending. I mean, it's there. So that's where we are for now. But I think the bond in Harris County is the only thing keeping him from going home to his family. And so we're trying to figure out a way to see if the court would allow him to post maybe a lower amount for bond.
It scares me to let him out. It scares me to let him out. He's repeatedly shown us that he refuses to comply with bond conditions. If I let him out, what's going to happen? Is he going to pick up a 4? Well, I know you're going to say no, but history tells us otherwise.
Sam, but I see where you're going with that. But my son is a 21-year-old kid. He's still a kid to me. And he messed up 3 times. Yes, he did. But he's ready to come out and do right with society and do what he's supposed to. He's gonna come out, he's gonna live with me. He was out there living in Corpus because he turned into a welder. And I never agreed with him. I told him, I said, I don't like that for you. I'm a roofing contractor. He's gonna be living under my home. And he's gonna be staying with me. And I will be giving him a ride to wherever I need to take him to get his stuff straight. That's what I have, and that's what I want from him, and I know that's what he wants too. He's not a bad kid like that. He's not like what we're writing him off to be. And I see your position, and because you're telling me about all these fatalities and stuff. That's not my son. Twice he was caught. He was parked. 150 times I tell you at AA that you're probably going to kill somebody.
Victoria, do you have a link? Do you have a link? You are just dying to pop into chat.
Of those 150 chances, he's got 2. He decided to stop and pull over and he didn't crash with anybody. Yes, he got caught 3 times. But he's ready to not ever drink again.
How many times has he not been caught?
He's young. He hadn't been drinking. He hadn't been drinking until 21. Because he left and he was living on his own. He was living in my house. He didn't want to be here at my house anymore because he went out there to work. But him being a young kid, he lost his girlfriend. We had a cousin of his committed suicide. So he had a lot of stuff going on in his head. But now this is real to him. And he's learned his lesson. He's ready to be out here and he needs to come out here and start working. He's gonna work for me.
Victoria accidentally dropped this link by accident. If you could just click it to help give it back to her, get it out of my chat. Just click it. Just click it.
And he's gonna make money to pay for all this mess that he got himself into. Right now, we're paying the price. He's in there.
Yeah, why are you paying the price?
Well, we're paying the price for him because he's my son. And I'll give whatever I have to get him out of there.
Sorry, I really am.
He is not like the other. I mean, I don't want to. He's not like all these other people, man. I'm sorry, my kid's not like that. He's not a drug addict. He doesn't abuse anything else. He messed up with the alcohol, being too young and not knowing what to do.
How do you know? How do you know?
I just know it. Know my son.
Hey,
he was living with me for a long time. That's how I know him.
And I understand and I respect it. Looking through the eyes of a father, I get this a lot. But when you have 3 DWIs in 3 different counties, judges have told you repeatedly what you can and what you can't do. And you repeatedly flaunt that and just don't. And you have shown us repeatedly, you're going to do whatever you want to do. regardless of what a judge tells you. And I know that that's not what you want to hear, and I'm sorry, because I don't like to keep people in jail, but my only concern is public safety, you know? And I know that you don't like to hear it, and it pains me to do it as a father myself as well. But I don't know how else to get him to realize that when you don't abide by court orders, this is what happens. And
You, Judge, you read people, you see people, you've seen my son. See him, and I'm telling you, he's not gonna do this again. We want him out here so he can start working, he can work for me and he start paying for his stuff. He does nothing, he does no good to anyone in there. I mean, he does no good to anyone, for anyone in there.
But it does though, protects the public.
Put her to work.
What I'd like to do is, we've had him TRAS, right? Okay. So what we do is I have clinicians on staff who evaluate him and tell us what the proper course of action is. We've had our clinicians evaluate him, and
Substance abuse treatment facility followed by social work.
what that is that it's a treatment facility that's kind of like a long-term rehab type facility where it teaches him how to deal with the issues, cope.
Betty did donate to Lena's. Betty, thank you. Oh, Betty left.
And not use alcohol as a way to cope, as a coping mechanism. After he does that rehab, we have him going into sober court, which is a long-term, an 18-month program that supervises him by one of the actual judges here that keeps him under their wing and meets with them on 2 times a month, where he would come to court, meet with them to ensure that he's on the straight and narrow. While he's with me now, I can pay for it. If he's on the outside, I can't pay for anything.
That program with other.
Right, and unfortunately, we want to do that, but I can't do anything until those other 2 cases are resolved. The idea what Will had was you've got a lawyer in Fort Bend, you have to get a lawyer in Nueces. Once you do that, we can work together all as one unit to resolve all the cases at once. And then we get them into this program, and hopefully the other counties will see it, that this is what we want to do. We've got a long-term solution.
Sissy, I'm so sorry. That sounds so hard. Pop into Discord. Pop into Discord and talk if you need to, because you need to. Seriously.
To help him keep sobriety. And it's okay.
Is this program, does that mean that he has to be incarcerated during the entire?
It's an inpatient treatment facility, correct?
He would go
If I ever go to Texas, I will stay right off the sidewalks. Don't you worry.
from custody and jail here straight to the treatment facility. So he wouldn't be incarcerated, but he would not be released in between. He would go straight to the.
It's not too terribly long. It's around a 6-month program, 6 to 8, 6 if you respond well. And after that, we let them out, and it's an aftercare program where he meets with us. He literally meets with the judge 2 times a month to ensure that he's on the, he's doing well. And if he does well, he gets rewarded throughout the program. They help him get his license back, help him job searches. So it's a really rewarding program. And the idea is to get him to recognize this at a young, early age now, before it spirals out of control at a later date, or either that, or before you do some catastrophic damage where you're now ending up with a 40 or 50-year sentence. That's the goal.
The treatment facility is called SATF, SATF. It's an acronym.
Yeah, it's Substance Abuse Treatment Facility, SATF.
But
we can't until Nueces is on board as well.
I'll talk with the family more, Judge.
You want to use all this money to get him out of jail. He needs a lawyer over there. The money, instead of getting him out, probably be better spent with a lawyer in Nueces so that we can work all together to find a great resolution. Not just getting him out and hope he does well. We have the tools and I can pay for everything for you. It's a $30,000 program that I'm willing to pay for you. Not to mention aftercare, which is probably another 15,000. So we are footing the bill for everything. But I can't do that if he's on the outside. Okay. I know that it's not the answer that you want to hear, but it may be a blessing in disguise. You know, work with me. I want what's best for your son. We're not here just to throw away the key. We don't want to do that. We want to help him. Sometimes it's better in the long term to sit in there, get him in the facility, than to just put him out and throw him out there in the wolves and hopes that he does well.
Please don't say you just started right now, because I mean, you were here you were here. Did you see? Never mind.
Okay.
Watch on third. Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Anna. Yeah.
I'm approaching on Wakefield.
This is the case that's nearly 250 days and just taken off repeatedly?
Yes.
Okay.
I think he only took off once, but he did take off. I just got appointed this morning. I have a drug discovery order in your queue to get more information from the lab about the test. So if you'll sign that, I'll send it off today.
Putting an ankle monitor on him though, because he's been gone and I have no idea where he is. So I'm putting a monitor on him and he's not allowed to use. And I'm going to send him for a drug test now.
Okay.
So, and then I'll set you off, I guess, a couple weeks, but it's not going to be a long time.
Okay.
I'm not going to sit here for another 6 months waiting, you know?
Well, and I don't know how long it's going to take the lab to get that information, but
I understand, but I'm sending him for a test now. And then when he comes back, I'm going to put an ankle monitor on him as well. And
16 is seriously the first greatest birthday, the first greatest that you have when you turn 16. Oh.
if he tests positive today, then he's going to get repeatedly tested. And if he doesn't, admonish him. Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Yes,
And don't forget.
Oh.
Don't forget to sign the order.
Get your boy. Antonio.
Judge, this is approach on Eric Helms. He's in custody.
Okay.
Judge, he was out on bond for theft, and then he picked up another theft and also a felony. But he's made bond. He's showing that he's made bond on both theft cases.
And another 2 PR bonds? Yeah.
One is the GOB, and yeah, and a person.
God, it's set for February.
That's the next felony, sorry?
February 5th. That's so far away. It's like 4 months away, man. That's. What do you want to do? Do you really want to set it out 4 months? You know?
Well, Judge, I really have no control over, the felony court settings up there.
I don't know, Antonio. Like if they're out of the same transaction, you set it for trial. What would you like?
Judge, can we just have, since I'm just now coming on today, I don't know any of the facts of what happened. I just need a regular reset, and then we'll come back and see how it's progressed.
Just let me know what you want.
All right, thank you.
2, please, back to back, both of them are Spanish speakers.
All right, let's do it.
Come over this way.
Aaron.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Aaron?
Mero. El mero. Aaron, who's your guy, man?
Federico Romero, Your Honor.
Okay, so we've got Rico Romero.
Okay. Y ahora voy a traducir con español, todo en español, ¿ok? Todo en español, ¿ok? Entonces, todo en español.
And then Idelce.
Sí. Stay. Yes. Yes. Sí, señor.
Order in the court for the pleas.
Both of you gentlemen are charged with driving while intoxicated cases. Both of you guys have worked out agreements where cases will now reflect as convictions on your record. Mr. Idelce, you need to understand that this is a DWI second offense. If you ever get pulled over and you have the faintest smell of alcohol or dope on your breath, what is going to happen to you?
I want to be deported because I don't have papers.
That's one of the things, perhaps, yes. But first, you're looking at a prison sentence of a minimum of 2 years, a maximum of 10 years. From now on, if you pick up another DWI, you will not be with me. You will end up in felony court. A very lengthy.
I want to tell you, I'm sorry that I am sorry.
Sorries don't matter to me. What matters is that it doesn't happen again. And I'm just warning you that if it does, you will now be in felony court. So if I were you, even if you have a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car because you're taking a humongous risk. The same applies to you, Mr. Rico Romero. You now have this DWI going on your record as well. If you ever get into a car and smell like alcohol or dope, likewise, you will end up going back to jail. He has 2 FSRAs upstairs. What's going on with that? 5 years? 2 years? Are they second degrees?
No, charges like the hybrids, 2 to 5. It wasn't
Oh,
serious.
it's a hybrid one.
That's why I feel comfortable doing this. I mean, it's the minimum.
If you're going to get into a car and maim and destroy other people, please don't. You have a DWI. You've got 2 failure to stop and render aids where you've created a ton of damage. Don't. How is that fair? All we want are our streets to be safe. Your sentence is 3 days in jail with credit for the 4 days that you've done. You're giving up, both of you guys are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers.
I think his name is Hector, but I'm not 100% sure.
If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You could be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. Now, you, Mr. Rico Romero, it looks like after these cases, you still have to deal with the felony cases. And then after that, it looks like you also have an immigration detainer as well. How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty?
Guilty.
Find you guilty. I'm going to suspend your driving privilege for 1 year. Do not drive. And please, don't kill anyone. Mr. Idelce, you've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 365 days in jail to be probated for 18 months. As part of the probation, you will do a repeat offender DWI education class. You will do 2 victim impact panels. No drugs, no alcohol. No breath test refusal. So if you are pulled over in a car, you must, and an officer asks you to submit to a breath test, you must submit to a breath test. If you don't, you are in violation of this probation. You must also do 5 days in jail as a condition of this probation. This is to begin tomorrow
Yes.
Mañana va a empezar a presentarse usted.
Do you want him to hear or report?
¿Dónde se va a reportar?
Okay. By 6 p.m. You must report by 6 p.m. to the 701 San Jacinto. If you fail to,
Okay.
if you fail, sorry,
I will show it to him what to report.
we give him paperwork to Mr. Newell. Don't have to. But I want you to understand that if you are someone who is repeatedly late, they're not going to take you. And if they don't take you, the full range of punishment is available to you.
Si no lo toman ahí de nuevo, o algo, para tener más problemas.
Pero yo voy a estar a las 6 ahí.
I'm gonna be there at 6 p.m.
I would be there before.
Yo diría que estuviera.
Before.
Sí, ok.
4 o'clock. I'll be there.
Ok.
Yay.
Okay.
How do you plead to the offense of driving?
Declara la ofensa de manera
Offense.
totalmente
Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I want to thank my mother and my father for this moment. God, my country. It was hard work, but I finally made it.
He also has a felony case, Mr. Newell. Is that
Este
one
le hizo
of
una
the-
felonía. Pero la felonía se lo quitaron.
Let me make one thing clear to you.
Eso es algo claro.
How old are you?
¿Qué edad tiene usted, señor?
45 años.
45.
You're not a spring chicken.
Es un niño, porque ya no son niños ustedes.
Don't look like you're in the best of shape. If you're doing that kind of dope, it's going to ravage your body and you'll likely end up dead. So 45-year-olds can't be using the dope that 18-year-olds do. Get my drift? We don't want to see you in a pine box. What about the DPS fines and fees and surcharges, Mr. Newell? Mr. Idelce, what do you do for a living?
Trabajo medio tiempo a veces de construcción. De construcción y a veces tengo mi esposa que tengo que mantener.
And then I have to take care of my wife.
Ya.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
De construcción, pero no trabajo mucho, medio tiempo. $300 por mes.
The 6.
Solamente lo que le preguntan, nada más conteste.
Just have them do that. All right. We wish you the best of luck, gentlemen. I am suspending your license for a year. Do not drive until you get a license, Mr. Idelce. And good luck to you, gentlemen. Oh, enhancements. I'm sorry. No more. Sorry. Mr. Idelce, is it true that you had a prior DWI in 22 in our court?
El 22 es cierto que usted tuvo otro DWI aquí en esta corte.
Sí.
Yes.
Is it true that you also had a 0.15 or above in this case?
5 tenía con sano de alcohol.
Imagino que sí.
Yes, hay
Is
más.
it also true that you had an open container in this case as well?
Se llama un contenedor abierto con el carro cuando lo pararon.
Contenedor como
cerveza o algo abierto.
Oh, sí.
Yes. Yes.
Tell you now, Mr. Ida said that you will be required to pay the DPS fines and fees and surcharges that are now $6,000 to pay. I will give you time to pay it, but if you don't pay it, a warrant will issue. And for every $100 you owe, you will sit 1 day in jail. Do you understand?
Pero no tengo.
We will put you on a payment plan for 2 years and you will be required to pay it. I will waive the court costs, but with the DPS fines, you're going to have to pay that.
Se llaman los costos de la corte, pero eso es una multa del Estado, de DPS. Ahí le van a dar como se llama tiempo para pagar.
Okay, guys, good luck.
Suerte.
CC.
Judge, may we get an order to get the device?
Well,
But you'll have to put on another one whenever he's ready.
no. I mean, he needs a device though. He can't go without a device. Does he have a Guardian Interlock now or a portable device?
That's the portable one. He came to.
Let me make sure that he has it.
He has it.
And that it's operational, Mr. Newell, and then if so, yeah.
He showed it to me now. What is the machine? The portable
La
one.
máquina que tiene.
And it's operational?
Yeah.
¿Está trabajando?
Sí, está trabajando. Ya.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, because he's paying for the 6,000. Okay, all right.
Thank you,
We're
Judge.
gonna waive the probation fees because he's doing that other one, which is probably like a. Okay,
This is back from my client Navarro, Alejandro.
Okay, so I did want to give you an update. Don't get too excited. I'm going to show you something. So, do you remember the blank, 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 blank case? I've been watching it. So, remember I said the case is going to get dismissed. It was dismissed. He had nothing. Well, today, on the short calendar, it says there's going to be something, but it wasn't scheduled. So I doubt there is really going to be something today. I do know that all right. So I do know that on September 30th, he appealed the decision. Oh, no. You don't know the blank, 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 blank case, Nan? Oh my gosh. I gotta find the links. There's two of them. The first one doesn't have the defendant in at all, but is so good. The second one has the defendant in, which is so good and a little gross. But his case was dismissed, and he appealed that to the Connecticut Appellate Court. Okay. Hi, Julie. All right. And both so this is from the police department. They objected to the motion to reconsider, re-argue in appellate court. And the city of New Haven. So there were two motions to dismiss filed, one by the state, one by the city. And they are both objecting to taking this any further. So that might be what's happening today. This was his motion to reconsider the dismissal. It's just double jeopardy. He pulls out double jeopardy. He can't be prosecuted twice. He's the one that's filing the lawsuits. He is suing them. And the reason why he wants to re-argue is because of double jeopardy. So he's being persecuted, but he's the one that's suing. So try to wrap your brain around that logic. I really doubt anything's going to happen today. I'm going to try to keep the short calendar open. See if something comes on. Oh, Nan, what I just said was nothing compared to the rest of it. Police officers have tearaway poisonous suits. I really can't. It. He's suing. He's suing a lot of people. He's suing a whole bunch of different states and police departments and townships, mostly Connecticut, but not all Connecticut. And he has federal cases going on, federal, state, local cases going on against all these people. He's crazy. He's very, very, very crazy. So I had two videos of him. One where I read his complaint. Should I just read it again for Nan? She's not heard it. I'll link it. I'll link it in the description because the complaint that he submitted to a court of law is the craziest thing that we've ever seen and hilarious. And then he didn't show up for his first hearing. Then he did show up for his second hearing, and he was crazy. And he was on his bed, so we get to look at his bed. Blah. Oh my gosh, Terry. You guys have got to see this dumpster fire of a I don't even know what to call it. And nobody else is calling it anything. No one else is saying anything in chat unless I just can't see it. You security, I'm sure you were there. The blankety blank blank. All right. I am not going to re-show it. However, I am just going to show you. Hold on.
Everybody.
First off, this is him. This is him right here. And this is the, remember? Remember this? Hieroglyphics? Okay, I have to find the first one. This was the second one. I think it was the best case I've ever found. I really do think that this was the best case I've ever, ever, ever found. So I'll link both of them. There were 2 hearings so far. I'm going to try to get today, although I don't think there is going to be a hearing today. Because, yeah, that's where the llama came in. This is where we first heard about the llama. And you shut up, Fozzie. It was. I was sure security was there. Wasn't security there? We get to see, oh, maybe not. No, I guess not. I thought you were there. I really, really, really did. No. So yeah, I'm gonna link it. It's really crazy. It's really, really, really crazy. Though Fozzie didn't think so. No, security, it was me. I'm stupid. All right. I'm gonna link it in the description. Well, here's the second one. So don't click this one first. But when you get to this one, you can fast forward it through the reading again. This is the second one. All right, I'm just gonna find the first one real quick too. It should only take me 2 seconds because of the green. There's that. Oh, I ordered my coffee here. Is that the first one? You know how I said this is only going to take me a second? Of course, I can't find it. Because I said this is only going to take me a second. Man, I have too many videos, guys. I don't think it was back in 2023. Oh, no, we're going to my early stuff now. Hold on, start over. I'm looking for that green. Unless the second one doesn't have green. The most hilarious case is back. So yeah, that's what this one is. This is the second one. So the first one probably is June. I'm sorry about my dog, but there's someone outside and she's protecting me. Okay, I think this is it. Wild case against Fort. Yep, this is it. I thought it was green. Look, it's a lot of my my videos don't get monetized. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. All right, this is the first one. That stuff that I read for a long time was funny. Very, very, very funny. I guess I could put this in the video description as well. I'm going to put part 1 and then part 2. Oh, all right. I'm going to put blank case part 1 because the thumbnail for this video says wild custody part 2. So They're going to think this is part 1 of the wild custody. Because no one listens to me. Okay, both of the links are now in the video description as well. So you don't have to worry about saving them here. You can't peep in my window. You just can't. It's not possible. Yeah, the reason why I think that there's nothing going to happen today is because they're right here. There's no time. They don't have just hearings whenever they feel like it. They set times for them. They do that. It's fine, Crystal. It's all good. It's all good. When you say bad words, they limit your money a lot. Or if you have topics about drugs or sex or crimes, they limit. Advertisers won't, advertise. They limit the advertisers that. So all of my videos have drugs or violence or crimes or swearing. Oh, Roberto, not Hector. Thank you, Victoria. I wasn't sure, but I thought I remembered the judge saying Hector once. Hi, Lucy. All right, I'm going to get going. I'm going to make another Kelly video real quick. We're up to day 13. Or wait, did we do any of day 13? Am I stupid? Probably. Probably. Yo, we just did 12. So we're up to day 13. So, and I think this video got like, all right, something's wrong. I really remember doing, maybe I already did 13. I just need to upload it. That's possible. But I am going to do another video. Thank you so much for coming out, guys. I appreciate it. Hi, Bill. Glad you can make it. Sleepyhead. Oh, thanks, Martha. See you in Judge Fleischer's courtroom, everybody. I will be there. I'm not going to sleep today away. I'm not. I have chainsawing to do.
Got these lights that goes digital dreams through the screen, her blue eyes gleam. Wicked humor, sharp as a knife. Her stream sparks electric light. Late night when the world sleeps, she's the friend that always keeps. Giggles roll like thunder loud. She stands out in any crowd. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted sharp. In a way, there's no alarm. Freedom tales late into the night. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle, she lights the way. Her eyes near sky so blue. In her jokes, there's a truth so true. With extreme, she brings the light. Turns dark days into bright. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted sharp. In a way, there's no alarm. Streaming tales late into the night. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle, she lights the way. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom, eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted charm, in a way there's no harm.